Hello everyone, and welcome to Peter Hazelwood, episode 3. I think this man is almost as much of a slime ball as Alistair Leslie was. At the end of episode 2, he was having an argument with Celia about whether or not he was going to call her again. You have one last chance, she said. One last chance. You're here, now. I would call you soon, he said. So she tried again. I do that deliberately, because it annoys them. I'm with my team, he said. She tried calling again. OK, she said, that was your last chance. Goodbye. All right, he said, since you can't be patient, for a short while. And so she called him again. Hi there. Right, clearly you
Why are you
aren't
acting like this? What's wrong?
clearly you aren't busy. You've been talking to me for the last 15 minutes.
Okay, so what do you want me to say right now? What is it you want from me?
I want you to tell me what an upjack driller is.
I already told you, they're just people who work down beneath the sea.
Sorry, people who...
Yeah. What?
I didn't hear what you said. People who...
People who work beneath the sea, beneath the sea.
Benet, what's that?
What?
I don't understand that word you're saying. People who work...
You don't understand, it's not your profession, so just forget about it, okay?
No, that's why I'm asking you what it is. Can you spell that word? People who work...
I'm working right now, please.
You said people who work something the sea. I'm busy right now, please, he said after he'd cut the call. You really are a rude man, said Celia. No, you're not busy. Please spell that word. People who work... the sea. I didn't understand what you said. And stop being rude. This is absolutely your final, last chance. People who work beneath the sea. She tried calling him again, but he didn't answer, and in reply to her saying, This is absolutely your final, last chance, he said. Who are you to threaten me? She tried calling him again. Who are you? He said. So she tried calling him again. In reply to himself, saying people who work beneath the sea, he then said, You understand? OK, said Celia, I've had enough of your rudeness. What rudeness? He said. I just told you. Why were you so rude instead of just spelling it when I asked? Said Celia. And if you don't answer me now, you can go away. And so he called her, and he felt a change of heart coming on, as they often do when they see their victim slipping through their fingers. Why is it so hard to get you to talk to me?
Celia.
Yes, why is it so hard to get you to talk to me?
Because I told you I'm working. I'm working right now.
Well, clearly you aren't. You've been talking to me for the last 20 minutes. So clearly you're in your office having a tea break, aren't you?
So what else do you want me to tell you?
Well, I'd like you to tell me why it's so hard to talk to you, why you're being
Talk
so
to me
rude
about
to me.
words. Talk to me about words. I told you about everything you needed to know. I explained them to you. What else do you want me to talk about right now?
Well, if a lady doesn't understand something that you've said, don't you think it's
And what
extremely
if
rude?
what if you go beyond your restrictions, finding your check about your company, which cargo shipment works? What else does this lady want to know about me?
This lady simply asked
You're
you...
making me too personal with my work tidings. I never asked you about that. I told you what I did on extraction, drillings, extraction. Once it's refined, I get my...
Are you Jack mean?
And I told you.
Yes, the rude man you are. You're extremely rude. And you've got a temper on
Okay,
you, haven't you?
Celia, let me tell you something, okay? I've got to be honest with you.
To be honest with me,
I've got,
you're an extremely
I've got,
rude man, yes.
no, I've got different cases online, okay? And I'm trying to protect my own self.
You're trying to
And
protect
even,
yourself by not telling me what an upjack driller is.
but yesterday I called you and I explained everything to you.
Yeah.
Did you ask me about this?
Yeah, and as I said, if a lady doesn't...
Did you
Will you shut
ask
up?
me yesterday?
Will you shut up? Thank you to them, is that right? I'll take that as yes. So if a lady says, I'm
Okay.
sorry, I didn't understand something, can you explain that again? You'll go on at great length telling her you already told her, rather than just being kind, polite, and acting like a gentleman and trying to explain it again.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry too, because you've told me what kind of man you are, haven't you?
No, you don't know me.
Right. Tell
I
me.
just had a little argument
Right.
with you because of my
Now,
work, but
now,
some
now, tell me what up, Jack means.
you know what? Maybe I'm gonna send you a link so you read more about
No,
it
I'm not. You'll
online.
find it on Google.
And that was why I said I'm gonna go
Person that delivers, collects. Do you deliver to them? Or
on the supervision. Okay, registry object.
yes.
Object. That is the same word for oil rig drillers. You
Oh,
understand?
you finally told me. Hallelujah. Why did it take you so long? You don't know. You've just Googled it, so you've found out what it meant.
Just googled something I told you about.
Yeah,
What
so
are you
you've just
saying?
Googled up Jack and you've found out what it means, so you thought you'd tell me rather than being rude. Hallelujah.
To be honest, you're making me want to fall in love with you so quickly, but at the same time, you're trying to be a rude woman to me and you're not being sweet, and that makes me real pissed off right now,
Why
to
would
be
I,
honest.
why would I be sweet to such a rude,
I,
uncouth
I
person?
don't. But to be honest, Celia, I just got some few minutes to get some work done,
No, you
okay?
haven't.
I'm
You've been
gonna call
talking
you
to me
back.
for the last half an hour now.
I've been talking to you because would I say getting addicted talking to you or something? But at the same time, I need to get concentrated with work, okay?
No, you know perfectly well you're not working. You've been talking to me for the last half an hour, and you've been telling me for the last half hour you're busy and you're working. Well, obviously you aren't. So that's another lie, isn't
Because
it?
like
You
I
know,
said, I got
I
attracted
don't
and
like men that are rude and lie. Well, I don't like either, but I don't like men that are rude and lie. So you're not
I
actually at
would
work, are you? You're just in your cabin or in your office or whatever, having a
I came into
tea
my
break.
cabin to talk to you, but I need to get back to work.
No, you don't.
In the next few minutes I'm gonna call you back, okay?
Oh, I can hardly wait.
So what are you doing right now?
What do you think I'm doing? Standing upside down in a privet bush or something?
Alright, I'm so sorry if I was rude, but I'm gonna call you back,
Yes, you were
okay?
rude. You were very
I'm
rude.
so sorry.
Well,
Okay, what else do you want me to say right now? I just said sorry,
I want you
so what else?
to. Yes, I want, but actions speak louder than words. So you're going to have to prove to me
Can I?
going forward that you mean that you're sorry.
Alright, so just give me some few minutes and I'm gonna prove myself to
Yes,
you,
and by the
okay?
way, you've given me a lot of answers that I can copy and paste to give back to you, so you can see just how rude and annoying you were.
For how long are you gonna keep doing that?
As long as I feel like it, same as you did.
Can I keep sitting on my book? Cause I wouldn't say I don't want to use a fucking word right now, but I'm just gonna call you back in the next few minutes, okay?
Did you just swear at me?
Well, why would I do that to a beautiful lady like you?
So I'll take that as no, I misheard you.
Yeah. So you,
I hope
I'm
I did.
wrong with you. Sure you did.
Because rude, lying, and using foul language wouldn't be good, would it?
There's something you should know, a little piece of advice I should give to you before I get back to work. It's,
I hope you're
I
not
think
about to be
right now,
rude.
if you want, yeah, but I think your whole text and everything right now, you're just trying to bring in your past to your future, okay?
Yeah, so
I'm not trying to be
you
rude.
are going to.
I'm not trying to lie to you. I know, well, I don't know, but I'm saying maybe you've had some similar experience in the past or so, but now
Oh yes,
I'm not that kind
I've
of
met
person.
other extremely rude, lying men online. Yes, quite a lot of them.
Sure, that's why, yeah, I
Yes,
understand.
yeah, and
I understand, but
you're
something
just
you
another
understand,
one. You're just.
I'm not that kind of man, okay? I'm one of the sweetest man you could ever have in your bed and in your life forever,
Says the
okay?
man who's just
Something.
says the man who's just been extremely rude to me. So you admit you're extremely rude, you apologise, and then you tell me you're a nice, sweet, kind man. How does that work?
Do you know what it means for someone to be rude?
Yes, I do, because you've just been extremely rude to me several times.
I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't. I'm gonna teach you more about it. But right now, I need to get back to work,
I
okay?
think that's a
I'm gonna
very good
call you back
idea.
in some few minutes. Sending you hugs, kisses, and I'm sorry for what happened there, okay?
No, you're not sorry because you've just gone on to tell me you're an extremely nice man. So you're obviously not sorry.
I just said I was sending. I just said I was sending you kisses, and you said nothing about that.
Yeah, I don't want your kisses. Why would I want kisses from a rude liar? Yeah, you can't think of an answer for that, can you? I think you better go back to work. Goodbye. Listening back to that, I have to say, that man has the same effect on me as the infamous Alistair Leslie did. He's just a slime ball, isn't he? Sorry if I was, he said when the call was ended. You're so sweet, to be honest. Unlike you, said Celia. You're so rude, to be honest. Maybe you'll have a personality transplant before you call me again. A girl can live in hope. I wasn't, he said. I was only just not too straight to answer at that moment. Yes, you were, said Celia. And you know we just met, he said. I knew your apology was a fake lie, said Celia. I've had experiences, and to be honest with you, I'm keeping my personality and life profile far off from a whole lot of people, he said. Unlike you, I really do have to go and do some work, said Celia. I have a Zoom call in 2 minutes' time. You have a call? In 2 minutes, he said. And in reply to him saying, I'm keeping my personality and life profile far off from a whole lot of people, she said, Oh, I know your life profile, mate, but I have to go. My life profile, mate, he said. How do you mean? What do you mean? And he tried calling her, but Celia really had gone. Why don't you tell me about your kids, Cecilia, when she got back, thinking that a change of subject might be a good thing. I don't think you've told me how many you have. He has, Celia. Or how old they are. I have a son, Dan. He's 30, and he lives in Sydney in Australia. And I'm going to interrupt again before I record the next bit of this video. Have you guessed where this scam is going? Because I hadn't. It took a completely different turn. Good day, Celia. Junior is 10 and Sarah 8. How lovely, said Celia. They grow up so quickly. Yes, we bless God. What are you doing today? I just got home from work, she said later. What are you doing today? Same. I work till 6, he said. Okay, she said. And then we started to find out where this scam was going. Do you deal on digital investments? He asked. Are you there, sweet lady? Yes, I'm here. Digital investments, said Celia. What do you mean? I meant, do you invest in crypto? Stocks? I don't even know what that means, said Celia. Whoa! He said. Pardon? Replied Celia. You've heard about Bitcoin and other coins? You haven't? Oh, Bitcoin, said Celia. That's crashed, hasn't it? No, he said. It just went low. That's what I said, replied Celia. It's what scammers and criminals use. But now the predictions for it coming up is on a very high side, he said. Let's both invest on it, if you don't mind, so we make the profit and split. What do you think? I do mind, said Celia. You're welcome to invest in something that criminals, scammers and money launderers use. I have no interest at all. Are you investing in a scammer? He said. What are you saying? No, she said, because I'm not going to invest. We are buying a coin and watching it grow, he said. A bit like buying a plant from a garden centre, just watering it and watching it grow. That's me. He didn't say that. I'm saying that's why Bitcoin crashed, said Celia, because it's used by criminals, scammers and money launderers. You can buy a coin and watch it grow. You can show me how it grows. Sure, I would show you, he said. I'd even get the account and send you the logins so you can monitor it. But I need support. Okay, she said, to make it produce a larger ROI. No, you don't, said Celia. You can invest for yourself and show me how it does. I can, he said. I knew you could, said Celia. But I need to invest with a good capital. That's why I need you adding up some more with me. Are you telling me that the capital from your shipping company isn't good? That isn't a good recommendation for your skills as a CEO or whatever you are. You're not meant to be in your 50s. You think and sound like a kid, he said. Even my son wouldn't think the way you do. Sorry to say. How unbelievably rude, said Celia. Real truth, he said. Ask anyone around you. No, said Celia, the real truth if you ask anyone around you, is that Bitcoin is used by international criminals and money launderers, but you're welcome to set up an account and prove me wrong. Woman, he said again. Man, she said. Bitcoin, with time, would be used as the world currency, he said, because technology is evolving. Even as HSBC and other banks have scam records, that doesn't mean we still don't bank with them. If you say so, she said. Think like a woman, please, he said. Excuse me, Cecilia, you're one of the rudest men I've ever met. If you say so, he said. I do say so, she replied. Let me share you my Crest login, he said. Oh, go on, said Celia, if you insist, as I had a sudden change of heart, thinking let's find out where we're going. I have $80,000 invested there, he said. Congratulations, said Celia. I just need to get the 100k plan so as to be on the gold medal list, and that's why I wanted the both of us getting it acquired. How fast does your investment grow? She asked. Just in days, he said. Auto pip, that's the good news. No, said Celia. How fast does it grow? As fast as you can imagine, he replied. As in, what will your 80k be worth in a week's time? You would have the login, or rather create yours, while I transfer the funds, and you be the one in charge of the account if you wish, but I wouldn't want us losing this plan, honestly. What will your 80k be worth in a week's time? She asked again. It wouldn't be worth much, giving a stunningly high recommendation for this product, as it isn't the gold medal plan. So it isn't growing as fast as you can imagine, said Celia. The gold medal is 100k. That's why I'm telling you, so you support, and we get the gold medal. More a donkey derby than the Epsom derby, said Celia. I'm waiting for you to give me the login details. Like, seriously? He said, in reply to her saying, more like a donkey derby than the Epsom derby. Yes, said Celia. You said your 80k won't be worth much in a week's time. It would accumulate, he said, but not the accumulation I was opting for. And I'm still waiting for you to give me the login details for your account, she replied. The medal gives us more 80 uprise. Good. Pleased to hear it. Do you want to invest with me, he said? Partner with me? Not until I've seen your account for myself. I need to do my due diligence, don't I? You do, he said. But how about creating your account, then fund it, while I send my 80k into your wallet, so you be the one in charge, right? Oh, you're going to send me 80k, are you? Yes, he said. How kind, replied Celia. I would send to your new wallet. Then we trade there. Let me see your current one first, said Celia, please, so I can see how it works. You did say you'd give me the login details. And the reason I was saying that to him was that I have no idea which website he wanted me to log into at this stage, and I thought it might possibly be a legitimate one. And sometimes these crypto scammers try to get their victims to set up accounts at legitimate trading websites, because obviously they can't pass the verification procedure. So what they will do is get their victim to set up an account, and then of course get their victim to hand over the login details. So they then have a verified account, which, of course, is in your name, the name of the victim. You can never log in again because they changed the login details. But if criminal activity takes place, the account is in your name. Yes, but I wouldn't, he said. It's better you have yours while I transfer over. Wouldn't what? Asked Celia. You definitely said, let me share you my Crest login. So share it, please, she said, so I can see how it works. I guess that was just an empty promise. It wasn't, he said, but this is all about a partnership and not a joke. OK, she said, if it wasn't, you can do what you said you'd do, please, and share your Crest login, so I can see how it works. It was your offer and your idea, not mine. Yes, it was my offer, he said, but if you're not interested, no need. I might be interested, said Celia, but as I said, I'd need to do my due diligence by taking a look at your account, the one you offered to let me log into, so I can see how it works. If your offer was fake, then I think I won't be interested, because I'm beginning to wonder why you said it, if you now won't do it. At least give me the link to the website so I can take a look, please, she said. Then she went on Google. Is this the right one, she said. giving a link, which I've blanked out, but it was definitely a fake site. I'm scared and wouldn't want to breach authorities, he said, but I've talked with support. They said I should only send my login to someone I trust. Because obviously, if you want to share your login details to a financial account with someone, you're going to message support and ask them if you should do it, aren't you? Don't think so. You mean you're a coward and a liar, said Celia. No, this isn't it, he said, in reply to her sending him the link. Which is it? She asked. Everyone knows my personality. Come over here and ask, he said, in reply to her telling him he was a coward and a liar. And stop saying thrash, sorry to say, he said. I would send you the login once I get back to my cabin. I wrote them down. But please, I hope I can trust you on this. You could just tell me which website it is, said Celia. You offered to let me log in. It wasn't my idea. And now you've changed your mind. Can I trust you? I guess you aren't going to give me the Crest website address, she said. So sorry, he said. I got back late and slept off. Good morning. How are you doing? Yes, I offered, but I'm asking if you want to partner with me. And I've clearly said, replied Celia, I need to see it first and do my due diligence before I decide. I won't say it again. The choice is yours. If you won't even give me the web address, that makes me wary. Why won't you even give me the web address, I wonder? Our man came back with the web address of a fake investment website, and in episode 5 we'll take a look at that fake site. I know I've done this before, but I think it's worth doing again. That's fine, he said, in reply to Celia saying she needed to do her due diligence. OK, she said, and you'll pay $80,000 into my account if I open one? I already deposited that into my account, he said, but I can transfer if you want us to get the bigger plan. Do you have an account already? No, said Celia, I've never heard of them until you just gave me their website. Are you sure that's the right site? She said a few minutes later, because the gold plan only needs a $5,000 investment and a maximum of $20,000. I've come across this before. These scammers use these fake investment websites and then forget what the site actually says. Look, here are the plans allegedly available on the site that he's given her. Even the highest available plan, and remember, these are not really available, is the Platinum plan, which requires a minimum investment of $20,000. Then Celia tried registering. I've tried registering, she said, but the registration form doesn't work. It just sends you back to a blank form. Could you set up an account for me, please? And I'll show you the registration process in episode 5 when we take a look at that website. OK, he said, it does. Just fill in all required details and you're free to have an account. Or would you love us managing one? They have a gold medal promo of 80k with a high ROI. I told you. He tried calling her, but Celia couldn't hear him. I can't hear you, she said. I did fill in all the required details and nothing happened. It's the signal, he said. Let me go up and call you. OK, she said. Call me when your signal's better. And so finally he managed to call her. And if you listen carefully to this call, you'll hear how he ties himself up in knots about that account. The more questions she asks him, the less coherent his answers become. Hello?
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Okay. I just sent you the link. So you just try you click on the sign up button, then you choose one of the plan. And once you get your account funded, you can start.
No, do not read what I've said. I've tried filling in the form and nothing happens. It just redirects you back to the sign-up form. When you click submit, nothing happens. It sends you back to the sign-up form.
Okay, then I'm gonna help you create it while you send me the details needed. Is that okay?
Well, can you just set it up for me and send me the login?
Or you mean I should create an account and send you a login?
That's exactly what I just said, yes.
Oh,
Because
that's
it isn't
okay.
working for me.
That's okay. But if you really want us to manage an account together, it's gonna be great because on the third they sent me a message to go for the 100k plan, and I already deposited 80k into my account, and And that was what I was telling you about. If the both of us could go for the medal plan, so when we get our return of investment.
I can't hear what you're saying. You're very quiet.
Can you hear me right now?
A bit better, yes.
I said I can also send you my login if you really want to invest with me. So I already made a deposit of 80. It's remaining 20. That is 100 meta plan. Then once we get 100 deposited fully, in a couple of days, we'll be making about 80% return of investment of what the both of us invested. Then when it comes out, I don't mind. We could split it together. You getting a 50, I getting a 50. But one thing I would want you to do is once we keep making more money, we need to keep bringing a whole lot of people to invest because the more we bring a whole lot of people to invest, the more they give us more medal VIP plans. You understand?
I think so, yes. And how many
Yeah, so
times have
that
I asked you for your login details and you haven't given them to me?
I haven't given them to you because we haven't talked about it. I need to be sure first before I give you my login. It's my personal login. I need to be sure that you want to invest with me and I need to trust you to give you my login. Do you understand?
I understand it was your idea to give it to me and you refused, and now you've offered again.
What
But
did
I'm
you
not
say?
sure I trust you because you keep making empty promises. So if you don't give it
It's
to
not
me
an
this
empty
time, then I don't
promises,
trust
woman.
you.
This is a portfolio where I have my money invested in. I need to hear from you and trust you before I give you. So don't say it's an empty promises. Don't say that.
It is against promises. You clearly said, I'll send you the login details, and then you clearly refused to do it. So
And
I'm
I
the one with
asked you a
trust
question.
issues because you're
Are
the one
you
that's made
ready?
promises that you've broken.
Do you want us to manage the account or do you want me to help you create yours? It's a question.
It's a question, and I have clearly said, and I won't say it again, that I cannot make my decision unless or until you show me the account that you told me you would give me the login
I'm,
details to.
I'm gonna
You
trust you
made
and
the
give you my
promise,
login, but
and I've
please,
clear. Stop
please,
talking,
please
I'm
don't.
talking. You made the
I'm
promise.
gonna trust
Stop
you and share
talking.
you my
Stop
login, but please
talking.
don't
Stop
give my
talking.
login.
Stop talking.
Okay.
Stop talking. Stop talking. Okay, right. You clearly said to me that you would give me the login. Stop talking. You clearly said to me that you would give me the login details. It was your idea. I cannot and will not make a decision until I've done my due diligence, logged into the account that you told me I could log into, and had a look at it. I've made that very clear, and I'm not going to say it again. If you want me to invest with you, I need to be able to log into the account you offered to give me the details for. Choice is yours. You've gone very quiet.
I'm here. You said I should stop talking.
Well, you
I'm here.
can start now.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you on it. It's fine.
So the
I'm gonna
choice
send it.
so the choice is yours. You can give me the login details to your account as you've offered several times, so that I can have a look at it, or I won't trust you because I don't trust a man that makes promises and then breaks them.
No, 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 no. It's no big deal. Okay. As long as I trust you, it's fine.
Well, you give me the login details so I can have a look then.
I just sent it to you.
Okay.
That is my username.
Okay. Okay.
And
Well, let me have a login and look, and then I'll get back to you.
okay.
Okay then. Bye for now. When did you deposit the 80K? She asked after the call had ended. 2 days ago, he said. Okay, said Celia. It hasn't made any profit. Your balance is still 80K. Yes, he said. I've completed the payment yet. I don't know what that means, said Celia. Haven't, he said. And then she called him again. Hi again. Sorry, I was on that website.
Yeah. What did you say?
I said I was on that website.
Oh, okay. You said you don't understand. You just said something was there.
What you said by you've completed the payment.
I told you I opted in for 100K plan. the market cap got to maximum, like it got raised up upwards to 1 point something trillion. So it's an opt-in plan, 100K, 200K to get a gross return of investment of 80%. So I just deposited 80 to make the remaining complete 20
But that's
for
not
my
what you said. You
accounts.
said I've completed the payment.
I said I need to complete the payment of 100K investment. I told you.
No, but that's not what you typed, is it? You typed, I have completed the payment. Go back and look at what you typed.
Please, can you show me that, please?
Look at what you typed. I said it hasn't made any profit. Your balance is still 80K. You said, yes, I have completed the payment yet.
No, no, no. It was a mistake. It's completed the payment yet.
You mean you have
Um,
not completed the payment yet?
haven't. That was a
Right.
mistake.
Okay.
I haven't. I
Why
told you.
why why is that plan that you're talking about not on their website?
It's on my mail.
Why is it not on their website?
It's on my mail. It's not a plan to everyone. If I should create an account for you right now, you are not eligible for that plan.
Okay.
You're not.
So
It's only for
it's a plan that's only available to existing members then.
the 16 members. That's old members. They've been the one who controls my encrypted wallet funds. So whenever a good return of investment, because they know the nature of my job, and they know I've got people who's gonna invest. So
So
they
you've
send an email to me.
so
Yeah,
you've had an account with them before.
yeah. I had an account with Binance. I had an account with Newcrest. I had an account with Encrest. I had an account with New Growth. Yeah,
Okay. And this is a new. So do you still have your old account with them?
with New Growth. Yes.
Yeah. So can I see that one, please?
Which one? The New Growth
No, the your existing account, the old account that you've got with Newcrest.
with Encrest.
Yeah.
The existing account I have with Encrest.
Yes.
I just gave you the login.
No, you
That's my
didn't.
account.
This is your new one, but you said you.
That is my old account. That is my old account. Once I'm done getting my return of investment, I make withdrawals. Once a new plan come, I invest. I don't store my money on the exchange. I store my money in wallet.
Right.
So once a new plan comes,
Can we start again? Is this a new account that needs another $20,000, or is this the account that you already had that you've been investing with them before?
this is the account that I've already been investing with them before.
Right, then it doesn't need another $20,000, does it? It's an existing account.
It needs a 20K to make it 100K for the plan I opted in with.
Right. And as it's currently a classic account, what's its usual return? How much have you been making on this account? How long have you had this account?
I've had the account for a couple of months.
Right, and how much have you made in the last 2 months?
Um, let me check my withdrawal. Just a moment. Do you have another broker you trade with?
Sorry, say that again.
I said, do you have another investment broker?
That's none of your business. You're going to tell me how much you've made in the last 2 months.
It's none of my business.
No, you're going to tell me how much you've made on this account in the last 2 months.
I think I should go change my password because you're beginning to get me scared.
Are
I
you
want
going
to open up. I'm opening up everything to you. I'm asking you a question. You're telling me it's none of my
Yeah.
business.
And
What do you mean?
I'm doing my due diligence. How much has this
What
account
due
made?
diligence is that? Trying to get to know what I in or what? It's not a diligence. I don't do that.
Right. If you won't tell me how much this account has made in the last 2 months, then I don't want to talk to you again.
No, it's okay if you don't want to talk to me. I'm not begging you, okay? It's fine. Just log out of my account. I'm going to find someone else to partner with me.
Okay.
Okay?
So,
Yeah.
last chance. Are you going to tell me how much this
I'm
that
not.
account has made in the last 2 months?
I asked you a question. If you don't want to tell me what I asked you, I'm not telling you that. Okay?
Right. Well, that's not exactly helping me have great confidence in this investment company or how much we're going to make together if you won't answer simple
Encrest,
questions.
Encrest Investment Company is a company that deals with and new growth. Go check it online. They deal with new growth. They deal with new crest, and they have this one Encrest. Okay, if you don't want to partner with me, go create your own account or go use any other investment platform and make your money. Okay, it's none of my business.
No, I definitely
I
don't want
just
to. I definitely don't want to partner with someone who won't ask simple questions. So I think it's better that you find someone else to partner with, don't you?
yeah, that's fine because I gave you all the answers you need. Okay,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Okay then. Goodbye for now.
I told you how much I've been making and you keep
No,
asking.
you didn't. I've asked you how much that account's made in the last 2 months, and you won't tell me.
I told you the first investment I made was a 5,000 plan.
No, you didn't tell me that.
That was I told you that I do small investment, but right now
No, you
they got
didn't.
in.
I've asked you how much this account has made in the last 2 months. It's a simple question. You either answer it or you don't.
And I told you that I don't keep money in that account. I only do when I want to make an exchange. The first investment plan I went for was a 5,000, which got me back 20,000. That was the investment plan I made.
Right, and that was this same account.
Yes,
Okay. And then when you got that 20,000, what did you do with it?
the 20,000.
Yes, you invested 5,000 and it made you 20. What did you do with that 20,000?
I used it for myself. It's my personal money. Why?
Why did you not just leave it in there to make another 20,000?
Because I added it. I added 60 extra to 20. That made it 80.
Right.
So I want to opt in for a
And
bigger plan.
it's made no profit at all in the last 2 days, and it's still a classic account.
No profit because it hasn't started counting. Once I write the admin that I've opted, just okay, just get a 20K invested in there. Then let's write to the admin with opting for the plan, and you could see in less than 3 to 4 days, you could see how it's going to regenerate our income. You're
Right.
already logged in into
Well,
it. Just give it a try.
you say in less than 3 days it'll generate an income. This one hasn't generated any income in the last two
It
days.
hasn't generated because I didn't opt in for the plan. It's a 100K plan and not an 80K plan. I
It's a
told you.
classic plan. I'm in your account. I can see what account type it is.
It's a
It's a
classic because I've not opted in. Once I get 20K deposited in there, you're going to see the plan changes and you're going to see the auto robot start trading for us there.
Yes, and you've told me that you've had this as a classic account all along and it's made you profit in the past. Why is it not making it now?
It's not making it now because I opted in for a meta goal of 100K and it cannot start regenerating my funds till I pay the total amount funded to that account.
Well, I can't decide whether you're thick, stupid, or just an idiot because it clearly says it's a classic account, as it has been all the time you've had it. So it should be making the usual profit of a classic account until you upgrade it. So tell me, it's a multiple choice question coming up now. Are you thick? A, I'm thick. B, I'm stupid. C, I'm an idiot. Take your pick. I'll take that as I'm all three. Goodbye. At this point I'd had enough of our man. I have changed the password on that account. I don't suppose it'll stop him logging in, and anyway, he'll just set up another one. It was just me being silly. And in episode 5, if we can still log into the back end of that account, we'll take a look at that as well as the front end. Please log off, he said, after the call had ended. I would handle it. Thanks. I've logged out, she said. Goodbye. By which time she'd changed the password and allegedly withdrawn that 80K, and as I'll show you in episode 5, although the 80K apparently went out of his account, it never arrived in Celia's wallet. Mercifully, because otherwise I would have had to report myself to the police for handling stolen money. At this point, Celia ghosted our man, and in episode 5, we'll take a deeper dive into that fake investment website. And in episode 4, we're going to take a deep dive into looking at that shipping website that he gave her the link to, so that you can see some of the techniques that I used to show that it was just a scam website. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in Peter Hazelwood, episode 4, The Deep Dive.